Ага, поехали. Значит, Талис. Истории, сказания, сказки, рассказки. Очень типичный поинт-энд-клик. Квест. Пиксельный. Как говорится, пиксельное инди-говно. Как я и люблю. Русский язык есть вот. Только очень жаль, что вот на английском они... И что это? Вот я вообще в флагах не разбираюсь. А тут вот красивенько сделали. А на русском просто пык-пык квадратный. На немецком тоже, смотри-ка. Ну ладно, новое сказание. О, смотри, сказание, а не сказки. Окей, пошли. Сказки не говорят детям о том, что есть драконы. Дети сами об этом знают. Сказки говорят, что драконов можно убить. Г.К. Честертон. Ну, допустим. Это что такое? Это так и должно быть? Внизу вон справа. Что там? Нехорош. Сообщество. Ой.
The Guardian is dying. Soon we will be free again.
Че я озвучено? Напряженно сделана, да, сценка. Талис. О. Здрасте.
Which brings us to the library, Mr. What did you say your name was again?
Альфред. Альфред Уолш.
Right. Well, Mr. Walsh, this is the library.
It looks quite ancient.
Indeed it is. The entire building is very old. I believe it dates back to the 15th century. It used to be owned by a noble family up until the beginning of the 20th century. Then, when the last descendant died, the property was donated to the community, as ordered in his last will and testament.
Thank you for the explanation, but I still haven't quite figured out what my job here entails.
Your job consists of overseeing the library all day long and taking care of the books.
What do you mean by taking care of the books?
I mean dusting them off, keeping them in order, or whatever. I can't tell you what taking care of the books entails. You should be telling me. Weren't you supposed to be an experienced librarian?
Oh, sure, I know exactly what to do. That goes without saying.
You'd better be telling the truth, because you're on a 1-month trial. Mess things up, and not only will you lose your job, but you will bitterly regret it.
Yeah, I got it. Don't worry, man.
Fine. You'll come here every day at 8 a.m. and you'll stay here until 6 p.m. You must never step out of this room for any reason. I'm the custodian of the rest of the building, and you could never leave this room without me noticing.
Are you telling me I can't even go to the toilet?
Of course you can, but only for the minimal necessary time. And you must always lock the library door behind you when you do so.
If this isn't a public library, then why do you need a full-time librarian?
I don't know. I'm just abiding by the rules laid down in the will. The library was donated to the community with a strict clause that there would always be a librarian present during the daytime.
What happened to the old librarian?
He passed away. We found his body right here in this room.
Good grief. What did he die from?
Heart failure. Well, I guess that's all. I'd better return to my duties. I wish you good fortune with your work.
Да уж.
Awesome. Not a bad salary for doing basically nothing. I've always wanted a job like this. I might get a little bored now and then, but I can handle that.
Нажмите левую кнопку для передвижения, взаимодействие правую для осмотра объекта. Хорошо. Инвентарь находится наверху. Выберите предмет левой кнопкой мыши. Да что ты? Понял, правая кнопка для осмотра. Двойной клик для быстрого передвижения. О, быстро вернуться в последнюю книгу. Чего? Какую книгу? Необходимо для сохранения. Не хочу ничего, я все понял. А это подсветка есть? Подсветки нету, да? Это олдскул. Ой. Я еще не успел ничего сделать.
That's weird. I'd swear that old trunk just moved a little, and it looks like some kind of strange powder came out from it. I hope it's not some weird paper-eating parasite. That would be the worst way to start my job as a librarian.
Во-первых, успокойся. Тебе сказали следить за книгами, не за сундуком. Так что уйдем отсюда. Все, это не мое дело. Будем глобус...
I'd better just leave it as it is.
В смысле?
A dusty old globe. I'd better just...
Блин, ну, конечно, как он? Шрифт, конечно, отвратительно.
I have no reason to do that at the moment.
Почему? Записка читай. Тихо, тихо, тихо.
Damn it! The note blew away. I wonder what it said. I
Ладно.
don't need to sit down right now.
А что ты будешь стоять?
I'd better leave it as it is.
Ну-ка, что там в окне видно? Так ты посмотри.
I can see all the roofs of the city from here. I wonder where the note is. I can't see it anywhere.
Открой окно и погляди. Ну-ка.
I fear the note is gone for good and there's nothing I can do about it. I wonder where it could have got to. I can see all the roofs of the...
Ладно, закрывай, а то продуют книги. Так, давай еще раз. Так. Ага. Мой постоянный товарищ, швейцарский армейский нож. Мы вместе много чего подвидали. Давай порежем. Чемодан. Ладно, давай посмотрим, что у нас тут есть. Ну, сундук-то. Сундучок.
It won't open. It's locked.
У нас есть... Сейчас откажется. Нет, тикает.
That's it.
Ага.
Piece of cake. There's a small key inside the
Маленький
chest.
ключ.
A small brass key.
Берем, пригодится. Я видел, закрывай. Ну, закрой.
I don't need to look up any books right now.
Что тут еще есть? Лампа. Стул. Стул тебе не нужен. Глобус тебе не нужен.
I'd better
Лучше
not
не
leave.
уходить.
My manager was clear. If I step out of this room, I'll be fired. I don't want...
Ладно. А, да, побыстрее чуть-чуть ходит. Так. О, а тут и нет ничего. Ну, видимо, придется... Записных книжек нету никаких. Так, сохранить, от сохранения, загрузить настройки, новых сказаний, выбор языка. Мукышт. Мукышт. И чё? А, это помощь. Нет, не надо. Я думал, может, здесь скорость мышки можно увеличить. Это очень медленно она тут бегает. Вот тут внизу вылезла доступ к сообществу. Это, видимо, стимовская это. О, чё. А, это лестница. Стимовская подсказка не очень хорошо сработала. Ну ладно, давай откроем чемодан.
It won't open. It must be locked.
Ключ. Попробуем ножом.
I doubt my Swiss Army knife could break it open.
Да ты попробуй
I doubt
сначала.
my Swiss Army knife could break it open.
Уверен, не уверен, давай. Не пробуй, делай. Или не делай. Так. А там вампир этот улица. А нет, там что нет?
There's a black book inside. It looks rather strange.
Это реклама Black Book, да?
This book looks quite eerie. I can't wait to find out what's written in it.
Что же там?
That's weird. There are no words printed inside. The pages are blank.
Ой-ой-ой. Здрасте.
What the hell?
Hell? This has nothing to do with hell. We are much worse than that.
We? You've got to be kidding me.
We're not kidding, silly human. We have never been so serious. You must be the new guardian. We've been waiting years for one so easily fooled.
I'm not a guardian. I prefer the term librarian. It's more professional.
As you wish, librarian. Enough talk. Thank you for setting us free. Farewell.
В смысле? Стой, стой, стой!
Where did he go?
Где твой читательский билет? Что это произошло?
He's gone. What is this? Some sort of magic trick? Oh, damn it. What am I supposed to do now? Play hide and seek with that weirdo? Why is this happening on my very first day on the job?
Ой, это обратно почему полетел? Фига себе.
That's the note that blew away. I guess that's what they mean by a series of unfortunate events.
Странно.
It says, "To whomever is going to take my place at the library, be careful. No matter what happens, you should never open the old trunk near the window. Should you happen to open it, you must never go through the pages of the book within. I sense the black book still contains its dark power, which will try to hide this note from you with all its might. If you find yourself reading this note after opening the book, there's no time to waste. You must look up the book, King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table, and read it right away. Merlin will tell you what to do. I wish I could tell you more, but I feel my time is almost at an end."
Так,
Merlin will tell me what to do. There's something very strange going on here. This must be one of those hidden camera shows.
действительно. Ну. Ну что ж, давайте сыграем на камеру. Давайте. Ищем. Какую книгу надо было? Зинаида. Какого? Круглый рыцарь, круглый... Нет. Артур. Аргонавты, Орда, Аполлон. Артур король, рыцарь круглого стола. Вот он. Ага. Вот это прикольно. Сейчас будем по книгам путешествовать, что ли? Чпок. Здрасте.
Hey, what's going on? This is impossible. I've never had any serious cranial trauma. Well, I did fall out of that tree right on my head once as a child, but I doubt that could have caused me any permanent brain damage. Where am I? What kind of place is this?
Вот Каин.
Hey, where's my Swiss Army knife?
Ой-ой-ой, вот это уже плохо. Как мне воевать? Обороняться?
Your knife is where it usually is. In your pocket back in the real world. I guess that's what you'd call it. What lies before your eyes is just as real. You'll figure it out soon enough.
Excuse me? What am I supposed to figure out?
Ah, you must be the new guardian. How do you do?
Лучше
Pleased to
всех,
meet you.
спасибо.
My name is Альфред. I'm the new librarian, and I don't know why everyone's calling me Guardian today. Where am I? How did I get here? And who are you? I fear I know the answer, but saying it out loud would make me seriously question my own sanity.
My name is Merlin. Welcome to my humble abode.
There we go, just as I feared. Completely demented.
Oh, do not worry. You are not insane. You new generation guardians all react the same way. So, what brings you here, Альфред?
I really don't know where to start. It all sounds crazy. Here's the thing. I opened the trunk and leafed through a strange black book. and then suddenly a blue-faced man appeared. He looked very frightening.
Oblivion! Curse his very name. So the demon has broken free yet again. I'm afraid you've made a pretty big mess of this, lad. No guardian has been this unwary in centuries.
The librarian who came before me did leave a note, but
You didn't get to read it in time. I should have seen this coming. The demon has been growing more and more powerful over the years.
oh, come on, Mr. Merlin the Wizard. Couldn't you just please tell me what's going on?
You're right, Alfred. I'd better
Ой,
start from the
ёлки-палки.
beginning.
Я хочу играть, и не смотреть уже 20 минут. 15 минут. Мультики
The history of
показывают.
humankind has always been bound to its tales, right from its very first breath. It all began with men and women simply telling each other how they spent their days, describing everything they had been through, and drawing the things they had seen. Then came the first myths, along with their heroes and heroines. Tales started getting more and more complex and began to bear deeper and deeper meanings. What humankind has developed into, everything we are now, has been built on those very tales. Our entire culture depends on them as its foundation. Without those tales, we'd be lost forever. If each generation had not passed those stories down onto the next, all the way up until the time when they could be recorded in writing, we'd be beasts, just like any other now. However, there were not only the good civilization-building tales in this world. Way back in the mists of time, no one knows when or why, someone told a nefarious story. The story of Oblivion. Oblivion is a demon who has the power to destroy all the legends, the myths, and the stories of humankind for good. He's real, just like any other character from a story. He lives, and now that he is free again, he must be stopped before he devours all of our tales. Oblivion has already been defeated once. It was millennia ago. He was defeated by Gilgamesh, the legendary king of Uruk. It's no coincidence that the Epic of Gilgamesh is the oldest story humankind remembers. The tales told before were all destroyed by Oblivion. Once defeated, the demon was banished into a black book by an ancient spell. The library you've just become guardian of is unlike any other. The books on its shelves are alive. They hold and protect the essence of all the tales and legends told by humankind. The Black Book of Oblivion, which is stored there as well, cannot be destroyed by anyone but Oblivion himself, the Tale Wrecker. The Guardian is there to preserve those tales and to prevent Oblivion from breaking free again.
So I've caused an irreparable disaster.
Nothing quite so catastrophic. Oblivion has escaped many times before, but luckily the Guardian has always been able to find a way to defeat him and to banish him to the Black Book once again.
Listen, Mr. Merlin the Wizard, I don't think I'm the right person for the job. I stumbled upon the Help Wanted ad by accident, and I just thought it would be an easy job. Had I known what it was really about, I never would have taken it.
This is as it has always been. The Guardians have always become so by chance. They are chosen by fate itself. And, even in your case, I'm sure it has made the right choice.
Can't you take matters into your own hands? Aren't you a wizard or something?
I cannot. I exist only here in my book. I'm merely a character, bound to my story, but you can read each story and move freely from book to book until you find and destroy Oblivion.
But how can I defeat him?
You'll have to ask for the help of the one who's already stopped him once, Gilgamesh. Read his tale, look for him, and persuade him to fight against Oblivion once more. Hurry now, waste no time. Oblivion is already on the move. The books he destroys gradually turn black, and then fade away. You must save our tales!
As much as I'd like to hurry up, I don't know how to get out of here.
Oh, you're right. Now, how careless of me. Pick up that bell resting on the table. Ring it whenever you want to leave a book, including this one. And please, do not hesitate to come back here to me whenever you have difficulties. I might be able to give you precious pieces of advice. Go now. Hurry. Ring the bell.
Достижение вылезло. Так, ну понятно.
This is insane. No one's going to believe me. In fact, I can hardly believe it myself. All I was looking for was a cushy job, and look what a mess I found myself in.
Так. А, ну это тоже, по-моему, прочитал уже. И чё? Ну теперь...
I'd rather not touch them. Merlin told me that the blackness is caused by Oblivion. The books are covered with a strange blackness.
Ой, блин. Смотри, 20 минут прошло, только это... В чем суть заключается, нашли. Так, Гильгамеш, да? Подожди. Зоб уху. Это я что, везде буду лазить, что ли? Нифига себе. Майя, Кидал, Филология, Данте. Время сновидений. Я смотрю, так по-английски идет. Гильгамеш. Придется... Сейчас еще минут 5 будут объяснять, кто такой Гильгамеш, да? В диалогах. Дайте мне уже это... Банан там со свечкой совместить, чтобы получился лазер.
This must be the ancient city of Uruk.
Так, ну записались, хорошо. Торговец. Хотя... Здрасте, господин торговец.
What do you sell here?
I sell jars filled with fine olive oil, delicious wine.
Все, спасибо, до свидания.
And
nothing else, nope.
he must be hiding something from me, but I'd better not act too pushy. I'm looking for Gilgamesh. Do you know where I could find him?
You mean Gilgamesh, the mighty king? Why are you looking for him?
I desperately need his help. It's a matter of life and death.
It won't be easy getting in to see him. It seems he's locked himself up in his palace, refusing to mingle with his people. Long ago, the mighty Gilgamesh used to spend his days traveling across the world, seeking out great adventures when he wasn't busy ruling his own kingdom. He used to give anyone the right to a hearing when he was present in the city. But recently, things have changed. Since the gods took his only friend Enkidu from him, rumor has it that he's been sinking into depression.
Так.
Tell me about Enkidu.
Enkidu was a half-man and half-beast creature. He was Gilgamesh's only true friend. But there was a time when they were not friends. Gilgamesh has always been a great man. The echoes of his heroic deeds can still be heard in every corner of the earth. The gods, fearing that Gilgamesh might become more powerful than themselves, forged Enkidu out of the darkness of the forests. Enkidu was fated to kill Gilgamesh and to become king of Uruk. At least, that's what the gods had in mind. He challenged Gilgamesh. They fought for a whole day, from one dawn till the next. But no one succeeded in overcoming the other. Gilgamesh, who could not succeed in beating his enemy despite his legendary strength, was awed by Enkidu's prowess
Правильно,
and
сначала
they
понравились, потом
became
подружились. Всё
loyal
это логично.
friends. They'd been inseparable ever since. They journeyed to the farthest lands of the earth, completing amazing quests. Then the gods, who had failed in trying to kill Gilgamesh, came up with a different plan to punish him. Enkidu fell ill and died soon after. Gilgamesh finally knew true pain. As I told you, Gilgamesh has been living locked up in his
Все
palace
понятно, дайте
ever
мне к нему. Я ему сейчас
since.
все объясню.
Some
Я
say
расскажу.
he's gone mad. Here ends the sad story of the true friendship
долго
between
рассказываешь,
Gilgamesh and Enkidu.
Все, спасибо, до свидания.
It's been great chatting with you. See you around.
See you, stranger.
Никто не удивляется, уже привыкли, видимо.
I could never detach it from the wall. I don't even want to try. A
Смотреть право.
bas-relief with strange engravings carved into its surface. I wonder what it says. I skipped cuneiform reading class in high school. A bas-relief. I wonder what it's...
Ладно. Так, солдат.
Soldiers armed with spears, guarding the city gates. I'd like to enter the city.
No way. Foreigners cannot pass through the gates of the holy city of Uruk,
А я не
Why on
чужак.
earth not?
because that's what the law says.
What do those bas-reliefs say?
Can't you read?
Sure I can. I just can't read cuneiform writing.
Huh? It's the sole form of writing in the entire world.
Okay, you got me. I can't read. Now could you please tell me what it says?
Those bas-reliefs contain the main laws of the city-state of Uruk, such as the one which prohibits the entry of foreigners, or the one which gives you the right to gouge a man's eye out if he has done the same to you.
An eye for an eye.
What? You dare mock our holy laws!
I'm sorry. Please go on.
Here's another one, which is quite important. If you get caught stealing, you'll have your hand cut off. Let me see. Am I forgetting anything? Oh, yes. It's forbidden to sell cheese near the city gates. If you don't abide by this law, you'll be sentenced to life imprisonment.
What? Sentenced to life imprisonment for such a trivial crime?
How dare you cast judgment upon the holy laws of Uruk?
All right, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to judge. I'm looking for Gilgamesh. Do you know where I could find him?
Why on earth are you looking for Gilgamesh, the mighty king of Uruk?
Because I need his help.
Forget it. No mere mortal can speak to the mighty Gilgamesh, let alone a filthy foreigner like you.
But it's really important. It's a matter of life and death.
You'd better not press your point too far, stranger.
Okay. I got it already.
Так,
It's been
ладно.
great chatting with you guys. See you...
You'd better shove off, stranger.
A little sympathy would have been nice.
Так. Видимо, он продает сыр. Мне надо... О.
Hey, he's selling him cheese. That's a serious crime. Punishable with life imprisonment.
Так.
I saw you selling cheese to that guy.
No, you're wrong. You saw wrong.
I know what I saw. You sold him cheese. Don't you know
Cheese.
it's forbidden to sell cheese near the city gates?
You're not going to tell those soldiers, are you? Don't you know the local law allows people to take revenge on spies by cutting out their tongues?
If cheese sellers are punished with life imprisonment, then how are you going to take revenge on me?
Damn, I never thought of that before. That's a rather large loophole in the law. Hey, dude, wait. Please don't tell the soldiers. I'll give you a slice of my priceless cheese. It's worth a fortune.
All right, give me the cheese.
Отлично.
It's been a pleasure doing business with you. Goodbye.
Goodbye, stranger. And I beg of you, keep your mouth shut.
Так, хорошо. О, это колокольчик. Короче, я тут стану сейчас, начну продавать сыр, и меня упекут в тюрьму. Я, конечно, попаду в город, а потом, ну потом как-нибудь из тюрьмы сбегу. Правильно? Так, кусок сыра, понятно. Солдат, хочешь купить сыра?
Hey guys, look what I've got.
Что, ты хочешь продать сыр у городских... А почему озвучки нету? Да, я хочу продать сыр у городских ворот.
Wait a sec, you've got it all wrong. I wasn't trying to sell it.
Нет, я
That
хотел...
guy over there gave it to me. He's the one selling cheese.
Sure he is. Blaming others is pointless. You are the one holding the cheese in your hand.
Stop kidding around, guys.
I'm sorry, stranger, but you are under arrest. You have the right to talk or not talk. Anything you say or do not say will be held against you.
I'd better slope off. Saved by the magic bell.
Опа.
This belongs to me now, filthy stranger.
No, my bell. Give it back to me.
What were you going to do? Play us a tune? Ha ha ha. You're going to rot in jail for the rest of your life.
Так. Здрасте.
Enjoy your stay in the prison of the holy city of Uruk, stranger.
I thought I had the right to a fair trial.
No trial is needed. Our laws are very streamlined and our bureaucracy is minimized. This is what we call efficiency.
Can I have my bell back? I'm rather fond of it.
No way. However, since I'm a sympathetic man, I'll let you keep this stinky slice of cheese, in case you get hungry.
But how am I supposed to eat it when I'm tied up like a salami?
Necessity is the mother of all invention. Or else you'll simply starve to death like that guy next to you. His hands were bound too. Enjoy the rest of your vacation, stranger. Goodbye.
Классно. Ну я хотя бы в город попал, правильно? Это мой сыр.
Rats? Why did it have to be rats? I hate rats.
Так. Я и ходить не могу, что ли?
I'd rather stay away from that thing. It gives me the chills.
Да нормально, что ты?
A human skeleton. Poor thing. He must have been a hapless cheese seller.
Вот тебе уже ничего не...
I won't be able to do anything while tied up like this. I must break free first.
Кости, череп, кости, дверь, брюк. Ну, намажься сыром.
I tried reaching for the cheese in my pocket, but I could only touch it with my fingertips. I've ended up smearing myself and the rope with cheese. Hey, rat! Get away from me! Wait, the rat's been lured by the cheese and is now gnawing through the rope.
Ну, как бы тебе палец не отгрызла.
I'm
Ага.
free to move again.
Сыр-то остался еще? Так, веревка пригодится. Ага.
Let's see if my aim is still good.
Ты же в книге, ты должен попасть. Отлично.
Good shot! Dead on!
Теперь можно повесить.
That wouldn't be very wise of me. That wouldn't be... That would... That's not going to work. That wouldn't be... That wouldn't...
Почему его можно привязать к кости, череп?
That wouldn't be very. That would. That's not.
Тут еще есть. Погоди, ну-ка, что там все? Ага, там что-то вроде было.
I took a tuft of straw. It might come in handy.
Угу.
Nothing's comfier than a straw bed. I already have a tuft of straw.
Нет, то же самое. Так, бери,
I'd rather stay away from that thing.
бери предплечье. Отлично. О,
A skeletal forearm might come in handy.
это будет у нас что? Это будет у нас факел.
Voila! A skeletal forearm holding a tuft of straw in its hand.
Не сработает. Так. Предплечье скелета с пучком соломы в руке. Самая странная вещь, которую я когда-либо носил. Хорошо. Сейчас подумаем. О, череп давай.
I'd rather.
А почему? Бери череп.
I'll just leave them. I
Факел.
doubt I could pull it out of its brace from inside the cell.
Ладно. Давай к веревке привяжем эту штуку.
I'd better come up with. The door is locked. The cell door. It seems to be made out of iron, even though I'm quite sure iron wasn't worked by man back in 4000 BC. Well, it's not the most absurd thing I've come across today after all.
Забавно. Ну а что тут еще можно сделать? Я не вижу, как бы, логики больше никакой. Берем веревку. Но к двери ее не хочет. А, это отпуск. Череп он не хочет. Скелет он не хочет. Соломе не хочет.
I'd better come up with.
Не хочет.
I'd bet. That wouldn't be very. That would.
О. Так. Потянулся.
Setting fire to the straw might be a good idea, but this would. I'd better. That wouldn't be very wise. The fire consumed.
Хорошо. Значит, начинается пожар, прибегает.
I took a tuft of straw. It might come in handy.
Подожди, веревку надо к веревке привязать. А мне не получается. Надо веревку привязать, и узел сделать. Правильно? Он не вяжет узел почему-то.
That's not going to work.
Вяжи узел.
That's not.
Это я понял. Это я знаю. Так.
Voila!
Так. Как вязать узел-то с веревки? Поступающий. Что там? Так.
I couldn't pull it out with my bare hands. Maybe I could use a.
А как ты его туда завяжешь?
The stone is mostly embedded in the wall. It would be impossible.
О, подожди-ка. Рукой не укорит? Так, что там у нас?
Odds are I'll spend the whole day waiting like this. I'd better come up with a plan to lure the guard here.
Отлично. Вот так-то. И так беспалево стоит с веревкой в руке. Эй, ты вообще-то пожар.
What's that smell? Is something burning in here? What the heck is going on?
I knocked him out. That went much better than I expected. I'm a free man again.
Еее! Великий побег улиц. Так, солдат.
I'd better not touch him. He might come too.
Бери веревку, связывай солдат. Давай. Ты медленно все делаешь, а?
He's unconscious. I must have caused him some serious cranial trauma at the very least.
Куда подойти? Что-то какой-то перевод не очень.
I don't need that stone anymore.
Да, вдруг пригодится. Ты чё? Бери,
I
хватит.
don't need it. I'd rather...
Ладно, пошли дальше. Ага.
I'd better leave it where it is.
Хочет, пригодится.
That's Merlin's magic bell. Thank goodness. I'd started to worry I'd be stuck in this book for the rest of my life.
Да можете беспокоиться, забвение придет и уничтожит эту книгу.
What a relief. I'm not going to move it. I like it where it is.
Так, ну... В колокольчик в руках можно не бояться.
I could never detach it from the wall. I
Ah.
don't even want... A bas-relief with strange engravings carved into its surface. I wonder what it says. I skipped.
Так и не понял, да?
I don't think I could ever open that stone... A sturdy stone door.
Не знаю, как открыть. Хорошо, колесики есть. Так,
Huge
Посуда.
clay jugs.
вот посмотрим.
Odds are I will spend the whole day hiding in here.
Понятно, да, ты тут прячешься. Тут что, выход?
Some strange stone wheels. I wonder what they are for.
Чтобы крутить, конечно же, давай. Повернуть вправо, влево. Нет. Видимо, тут написано, как открыть дверь. Ладно.
I feel like that guy in the... Going
Sure.
outside wouldn't be very wise of me. I feel like that... The door leading outside.
Так, то есть... Подожди, то есть мне надо сейчас выйти, зайти... Как там, клинопись,
A
да?
bas-relief
Нет,
with-
клинопись.
I wonder what it says.
Что я понял, надо найти книгу по клинописи. Да. Прочитай, что тут написано. Хорошо, не очень интересная книга. Так, а как по-английски будет клинопись? Калевала, финский эпос. Калевипоэг. Локиска. Это О, «Властелин колец» трилогия. Лузиады, книга, португальский эпос. Евредик, кафе, эр. Школа Папу Игореве, песня Роландис. Христа, 20 тысяч евро, Уросима Тора. Хотя нет, вряд ли. Зорро, Зевс, и Охотник. Китайский. Сага. Нет, вряд ли здесь будет. Здесь все мифы, тут нету этих. Так, а я сейчас могу к этому подняться? Артур. Алло, Мак, расскажи-ка мне, как клинописью пользоваться. Здорово. У меня тут затруднение
Welcome
возникло.
back, Alfred. How can I help you?
I've just broken out of Uruk's prison. Please don't ask me how I ended up in there. I'm a fugitive now. I fear I might get arrested again and I don't know where to go.
А, тут только
Uruk's
так.
prisons are located underground, beneath the royal palace. You must reach the upper floors if you want to find out more about Gilgamesh.
How can I reach the upper floors?
You'll have to make yourself invisible and see without being seen.
How can I make myself
Как?
invisible?
Снять
I'm
одежду.
sure you'll figure it out on your own. Go now, waste no time. Bear my words in mind. I'm sure they will help you.
How could the note written by the old librarian have blown back in through the window?
Because that is what was meant to happen, Alfred. Fate wanted it to be that way, just as it wanted you to become the new Guardian.
Как ты вот так вот все
Oblivion is
расплывчато.
unbelievably powerful, but he could keep that note from your hands for but a short time. No one, not even Oblivion, can thwart the will of fate.
I have no further questions for you.
Go now, waste no time.
Ладно, ладно, сегодня нет времени, так нет времени, пошли. Где-то тут была, да? Подожди, а где она была? Бляха-муха. Где это я нашел? ГСР, король, бедствие. Вот, а почему я ее не видел? Так, невидимым стать, значит, да? Это по-любому, это лифт на верхний этаж. Что мне там? Сыр. Сыром обмазаться.
I'd better not touch. He's unconscious. I must have caused him some He's unconscious. He's unconscious.
Подожди, да в смысле стать
He's
невидимым?
unconscious. I'd better not touch.
Ну, допустим. И что сделать надо? Ну, вот здесь вот я сижу невидимый. Оп! Я забыл. Да елки-палки. Не так. Как сейчас. Так. Ну, 3 вправо, 1 влево, 1 вправо, 2. Еще раз. Ага. Ага, тут нарисована корона. О,
Who are you?
а ты кто?
Who am I? Well, I can explain.
You look like a foreigner. Ah, but of course you must be the new chef. Indeed, I requested a foreign chef. One who can cook exotic dishes. Strange though, the Royal Treasury Office has never been so diligent. I requested a foreign chef only a few days ago. I was sure that, as usual, I would have to wait for months. Very good. I am pleasantly surprised.
The new chef? There must be some mistake.
So you are not the new cook? So what are you? An imposter? Do you know
подыграть
what
не мог, да?
punishment our laws hold for imposters?
Your laws? Hey man, I was just kidding. Obviously I'm the new chef.
Haha, you had me going. For a moment, I thought you were an imposter.
An imposter?
Imposter?
Me? Ridiculous.
Enough with the chit-chat. What's your name?
Well, my name's Alfred. Альфред Уолш.
Альфред Уолш. Very good. An exotic name. My name is Atta. I am the great counselor to the priestess Ninsun, mother of the divine Gilgamesh. I will explain the situation to you as briefly as I can. The divine Ninsun has lost her appetite. I'm very worried about her health. She eats
Как вы
very
все
little,
разговаривать любите
reluctantly
долго, а?
at that. Her noble palate has tasted the most delicious meals the world has to offer. Now she claims that she can no longer be satisfied by any dish. I am desperate. I have tried everything. I summoned the best chefs in all of Europe, but none was to her liking.
What became of those chefs?
They were executed, of course.
Executed?
They lost their heads, to be exact. I have even risked my own life by buying smuggled cheese. I was hoping she had never tasted it, but I was wrong. Anyway, long story short, the high priestess and mother of our beloved King Gilgamesh has told me that her appetite will return only if I can bring her a dish tastier than those she has eaten to date. Such a dish does not exist in Europe. For this reason, I urgently required a foreign chef. The best foreign chef.
The best foreign chef? Well, don't aim too high. Don't expect a 3 Michelin star rating.
A 3 what?
Never mind. Rather, what could happen if I fail?
Head comes off.
I was somehow expecting that, but I thought it worth asking anyway.
Well, if everything is clear, then you can get to work in the kitchen.
А
It
это
is
от
right
кухни.
behind you.
Ёлка, я думал, это...
Oh, I almost forgot. We are out of flour. I ordered it from the Royal Treasury Office the very same day I requested you. But amazingly, they have sent the chef before the flour. You will have to cook without it. But I am sure for you there will be no problem.
Don't worry.
Конечно.
Flour is the least of my worries.
Very good. Now go. It's almost lunchtime.
Так. И что готовить тебе надо?
Oh no, this is worse than a life sentence. I don't know how to cook. I don't even know where to start. Luckily, I still have my magic bell. I could ask Merlin.
Что здесь? Апельсины.
I'll just leave them as they are. Some oranges. I've heard that oranges come from China. I wonder how they came to be here. These people must have highly developed commercial networks. A bowl full of eggs. A clay pot, the usage of which is obvious. They must be some sort of stone hobs. The embers under them keep them hot. I could
Прикольно.
use them to cook something, if I only knew
Так,
what to
готовить
cook.
не умеешь. Значит, надо найти, куда...
An iron scoop. It's probably used to stir the coals. They must be some sort of stone. I could...
Понял. Что тут еще есть? Фрукты, специи, хлеб, миски, миндаль, орехи, сода. Ладно. Да, конечно. Так, что она могла не пробовать? Не пробовать. Ладно, давай спросим. Это долго, конечно. Ну да ладно. Но вряд ли она что-то из Америки пробовала. Наверное, надо будет какую-то ну или южноамериканскую эту сагу
Welcome back,
открыть.
Alfred.
I've managed to sneak into the royal palace of Uruk, but unfortunately I've been discovered.
Oh, ill in fortune indeed. Have you landed in jail again?
No, I was mistaken for the new chef to the royal court.
Oh, well that's good.
No, that's bad. I don't know how to cook. I don't even know where to start. If I can't cook a dish that will satisfy Ninsun, the mother of Gilgamesh, I will be beheaded.
Well, it could have been worse.
Could have been what? What's worse than being beheaded?
Don't worry, Alfred. You just need a good recipe.
How can I find a good recipe?
You could get help from the biggest glutton and drunkard of all time,
Oh,
Pantagruel. Look for him in the book Gargantua and Pantagruel. And before I forget, take that bag on the table.
What's it used for?
It's a magic bag. If you need to take something from one book to
видишь,
another,
а как бы я без его
simply slip
советовал?
it into the bag.
Я бы, может, и догадался
But
зайти, но
remember, you can only carry
один
one
предмет.
item
Ну, я
at
бы
a
не смог
time.
перенести ничего.
Go now. Waste no time. Take the bag and then find the book Gargantua and Pantagruel.
Хорошо. Возьмем, придумаем что-нибудь. Гаргантюэль, Пантагруэль. Ладно. Тогда в следующий раз. И новая книга, новая часть. Ну, а я окно не закрою, что ли? Вообще пусть будет душно. Тем более там лето. Хорошо.